I'm Robert De Niro, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly guide to everything on stage. Or, as we like to think of it, campaign headquarters for 2016 Tony host James Corden's victory party. Let's get started with the news. What's the buzz, Imogen?
Cate Blanchett is set to make her long-awaited Broadway debut this fall. Directed by John Crowley, the Oscar winner and current nominee will headline The Present, an adaptation of Chekhov's first play, penned by her husband Andrew Upton. Stage vet Richard Roxburgh will join her in the production. The two headlined the world premiere last year in Australia. We'll bring you news on exact dates, theatre and additional casting as soon as it's in.
The Broadway Genie has granted your wish. Disney's hit musical Aladdin is going on a magic carpet ride across North America and headed to a city near you. The touring production of the shining, shimmering, splendid tuner will kick off in April 2017 in Chicago, with future performances as well as casting to be announced at a later date. Oh yeah, and this other show, Hamilton, heard of it? We'll also be launching a national tour next year. The tour of Lin-Manuel Miranda's insanely popular musical will kick off in March 2017 in San Francisco. How lucky we are to be alive right now. Am I right?
Sandy Duncan is flying back to Neverland, but this time it's a little different for the actress who was Tony nominated for playing Peter Pan back in 1980. Duncan is replacing Carolee Carmello as Madame du Maurier, the grandmother of Peter Llewellyn Davies, aka the boy who inspired J.M. Barrie to write the iconic story of Peter Pan. The three-time Tony nominee will step into the Broadway.com Audience Choice Award-winning musical from February 9th through March 27th. Clap your hands if you believe in this terrific Finding Neverland news.
Kelly O'Hara, Victoria Clark and Matthew Morrison are just some of the original stars who will reunite on April the 4th for a one-night-only concert presentation of The Light in the Piazza. Taking place at the Vivian Beaumont Theatre, the event will commemorate the 10th anniversary of the Adam Guttel and Craig Lucas musical's Broadway Bow. The production won 6 Tonys, and we can't wait to welcome statues, stories and a particularly windborne hat back to Lincoln Center.
What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same? Now imagine that you're spending it with Andy Karl. The two-time Tony nominee is set to star as meteorologist Phil Connors in the world premiere musical adaptation of Groundhog Day at London's Old Vic later this year. The musical, which tells the story of a Pittsburgh weatherman who finds himself caught in a time loop that forces him to repeat the same day over and over, reunites Matilda director Matthew Warchus and composer Tim Minchin. Groundhog Day will transfer to Broadway in January 2017, and we sure as heck fire can't wait to see it.
Hello, I'm Forrest Whitaker, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
This week's Hotshot marks the 28th Broadway birthday of the Great White Way's longest-running show, The Phantom of the Opera. Photographer Bruce Glickus snapped this shot of leads Julia Udine, James Barber, and Jeremy Hayes backstage at the Majestic Theater. It seems like only yesterday this little whippersnapper was getting his learner's permit and hinting at a career haunting the Paris Opera. How time flies. Congratulations to the Phantom Company on another wonderful milestone.
Like the rest of us musical theater-loving junkies, Lin-Manuel Miranda watched Fox's spectacular Grease Live on Sunday night and amusingly live-tweeted the event, but it was the shout-out to his Hamilton director that really got us. He tweeted, "And bows for the ensemble, because Thomas Kail is one of us," crying. Giving the whole cast a welcome and worthwhile curtain call, the first of these live events to do so was a beautiful touch. Thomas Kail, raiser of bars, we salute you.
Thank you for watching this week's Broadway.com show. We leave you with a preview of former Sideshow stars Alice Ripley and Emily Skinner singing a number from their new concert Unattached, which plays at Feinstein's 54 Below February the 3rd through February the 6th. See you next time.
Two little sisters gazing at the sea, imagining what their futures will be.